The point here is connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, observance of mitzvot properly. And the first thing that you'll notice in the very strange Jewish world of today is those who try to take their observance seriously, to take their relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu seriously in a way that is even slightly different than the way the people tell you you have to do it, is you become their target. You become their bullseye where they throw all their darts and shoot all their arrows. And that's why before we even teach anyone halakha, the Torah says you have to know, be az kenamel. You should be bold, brazen like a leopard. Brazen like a leopard. What's so special about a leopard? There's an old commentary in Pirkei Avot. If you go to Hebrew books, you'll find it only in handwriting. Rabbi Yosef Chayun has a book called Mileh De'avot. In this book he says there's something interesting about a leopard. Because it'd be brazen like a lion. Why a leopard? He said lions are tough animals until it starts raining or they get scared, they run away. So leopards have a certain character trait that they realize what their goal is. They see that animal, they want that animal, that's their food, that's their prey. Nothing in the world gets in their way. They're focused. And their focus means that they always accomplish their goals and they don't even notice the people around them. Which is an interesting reading as to why Maran is keeping it in check. There's a fascinating commentary, not for today. I believe Rabbi Yosef Masas writes that that's the danger of being a leopard. There are people who are so focused on their goal of Torah and mitzvot, they neglect all the people around them. Their wife, their husband, their children, their parents, their friends. That's also not healthy. There's a limit to how much of a leopard you can be. But says Rabbi Yosef Chayun, that to be a leopard means don't get scared. You know where you're going? You know what you want to accomplish? Do it. Go there. Be there. People are going to speak about you? Let them speak. People are going to say, but it's not mainstream. What is mainstream? People are going to tell you whatever they're going to tell you. Let them tell you. And this isn't just a good advice. This is ruled in halakha. Maran writes, if you look in the 8, Maran's first words in Shulchan Aruch proper, יתגבר כארי לעמוד בבוקר לעבודת בורו, שיהיה הוא מעורר השחר, that a person should strengthen himself like a lion to get up in the morning to serve his creator. Ramah clearly doesn't like that Maran forgot about the leopard. You just brought the lion out of the zoo today. So Ramah writes, Shiviti Adonai lenigdi tamid. I envision Hashem in front of my eyes always. Hu klal gadol b'Torah u'ma'alot tzadikim. This is the foundation of growing in Torah and becoming a tzaddik. You should know, this is where we got the idea of the name Shiviti in the first place. If I envision HaKadosh Baruch Hu in front of me always, and I know that that's my goal, I will do everything I can to reach that goal. And the Ramah writes in bold words, "V'lo yitbayesh mipnei bnei adam hamaligim alav b'avodat Hashem yitbarach." A person should never allow, this is a halakha, one should not be ashamed because of those who mock him in his service of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And I think that so much of what we deal with when trying to grow, when trying to learn more, is this opposition. Maran and Ramah say, be brazen enough to get by it and never stop to engage with it. Now really, this isn't just important for regular Jewish people, but this is especially important for those who are leaders. Rabbis, dayanim, judges. You might not think of yourself as some great Jewish leader, but you lead your own families, you raise your own children, you are people in your own communities, you share divrei Torah at your own Shabbat table. Maran writes, by the way, it's a mistake, it's not Maran, this is a pasuk. I don't know why source 10 should be a pasuk. Lo takiru panim b'mishpat. I believe it's a book of Devarim. You shall not be partial in judgment. Ki katon kegadol tishme'un lo taguru mipnei ish. You shall have no fear of man. Ki hamishpat le'elohim hu. Because law, halakha, is for God. V'hadavar asher yikshe mikem takrivun elai u'shma'ativ. And those things which are difficult for you, bring them to me and I will help you. Says the Rambam, Shnayim sheba'u lefanecha ladin. 2 people that come before you for judgment. You're reading literally 2 people. 2 people come to court for judgment. 2 halachot come in front of you. 2 schools come in front of you to choose for your children. 2 approaches of Torah come in front of you. Two things come in front of you, and you are tasked with making a choice between which one of them will you follow. Echad rach ve'echad kashe. One is easy, and one is hard. Ad shelo tishma divrehem, until you hear both their words, o mishetishma divrehem ve'i ata yodea le'echan hadin noteh, or you hear their words, but you don't know which direction to lean towards. It's not the halakha I want to share with you. But once you have been exposed to both, and you know which of the two is right, which of the two is just, which of the two is the correct approach, you don't have the right to say, I will not involve myself with you. Shneimar, like it says, lo taguru mipnei ish, you shall have no fear of man. Shlo tomar ish ploni rashahu, shema yarog et b'ni. Maybe I don't want to rule against this person because maybe they'll kill my child. Not they won't accept my child to school. Not shiduchim might get complicated. They won't. They'll kill my child. The Dayan has to say, I will decide the law anyways. Because that's what God commanded me. Lo taguru mipnei ish, have no fear of man, no fear at all. Maybe he'll set fire to my plants. Maybe he'll cut down my trees. And if you're in charge of people, you have no choice but to be responsible for them. Says the Rambam, when you're ignorant, ignorance is bliss. But when you are faced with choices, you cannot say, I'm going to take the easy path out. I'll just stay with what's been working or hasn't been working. I'll just stay on this road forever. When you're faced with real choices in your Judaism and your Avodat Hashem, in two different mishpatim, you can't say, listen, that's the way my grandparents did it, I'm going to do it too. It doesn't work that way. You have an obligation of lo taguru mipnei ish. What is the price that I'm going to pay? What are the consequences I'm going to pay for learning more Torah? Well, I'm willing to pay that price. Because that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded me.